Yo, 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 what up? It's your boy Reed Dollaz. Philly is now in the building. Shout out my boy Mikey T, the movie star. Let's get it. You already know I co-sign that, General.
I'm with the big general, aka the big stepper.
My man, Mikey T. What's up, man? What's going on with you, man?
Reed Dollaz had damn near 1 million subscribers on MySpace.
Come on.
This was Math Hoffa before Math Hoffa. That's like
Talk about
saying I went diamond on Napster.
it.
You gotta be a legend to say stuff like that, man. You've gotta
Okay.
be Soldier Boy to say stuff like that, Reed.
Well, actually, you got to be Reed to say stuff like that because I was out before Soldier Boy, and the facts are proven. YouTube actually tweeted me a few years back. U.S. rapper Reed Dollaz was no stranger to YouTube in the years 2006 when the platform launched. I think 3 months after it launched, we uploaded. The battles got uploaded, so I might be first Soldier Boy on that
People ask, how did you go diamond on Napster, Soldier Boy?
one.
Oh, I renamed my song 50 Cent in the Club.
Uh-huh.
Y'all, this was before Instagram. I don't know if
Exactly.
he has 800,000 real Instagram followers, but I know that he has 800,000 real MySpace followers. Authentic,
Hmm.
not bots.
Yes.
But I can't say the same for some of y'all today. So Reed Dollaz, welcome to the show.
Man, I'm honored to be here, Mike. I watched your journey. You've been out here just like me. You've been out here for some years putting your work in. Years, man. And I'm just honored to be on the platform because we never got a chance to work. So salute.
I appreciate it, man. Reed, when you had your MySpace going crazy, did you set that direct to consumer? Because at that point, you didn't even need a label.
Right. Yeah. Back then, to be honest with you, we were babies and we had a lack of knowledge of business. To be honest, we were kids doing what we love. We were doing our passions. We didn't even know that shit was going to go viral the way that it went viral. These are kids from different sections of Philadelphia, just in the inner city, beefing with each other, going back and forth. And we was uploading it for us, for the hood to see, and it caught fire to the world. So we didn't really know about monetizing and getting money and selling music off. We didn't, I just know about my top 10 friend list. Back then worried about the girls. We wasn't really worried about that, but we made our money in the street. We made our money in the street with DVDs. I could tell you on some real shit. Before 17, I probably touched around maybe $60,000 to $70,000 off of DVDs and mixtapes through the Philadelphia and tri-state area, man. Like my OG had lists of fucking moms and pop stores across PA, Delaware, Jersey, and we would load the van up and physically with me in the car go to these mom and pops and sell these CDs, man. I used 15, 16 years old going to school, 1,500, 2,000 in my pocket off of my work. So we made a lot of money in the streets off of DVDs and mixtapes. But MySpace, we didn't really get it. YouTube either. I missed that wave too. But we coming for all that because uh, I put up so many millions of views on YouTube. I never got a chance to eat off of none of that because people were uploading those videos. Like when you go to the Own Reed Dollaz videos, want to say 6 million views, but it'll say some guy name. We don't even know this guy, but he had the knowledge back then to go home and upload this shit. And I'm quite sure he probably seen a pretty penny from that. And we coming for everything that's old. So definitely it was a lack of knowledge of the business.
Back then, it was just about uploading the material online, for the history of it, which you did make. Can you tell me about your early life? Where did you grow up? How many siblings did you have?
For sure. I'm the oldest. Three siblings. One passed away. My little brother. 1986, November 5th. Southwest Philadelphia. Born to the projects, Bartram Village. Raised by my grandmother. Mother, 86 was around the time that crack cocaine hit. My beautiful queen, she fell victim to the streets and she got caught on that. So My grandmother raised me since I was 2 weeks old, uh, and my grandfather before he passed away. Um, had salmonella, fresh out the hospital, 2 weeks old, fresh out the hospital. My mom bring me home. She was in the drug infested areas. Maybe sat my bottle down, the nipple of the bottle, got something on it. I caught salmonella. I was in the hospital for 8 months. My grandmother said I was so small that you can hold me in your goddamn palm, and they would come sit with me every day and whisper in my ear and pray over me. And grandpa, he used to call me tough guy, you gonna make it. And here we are today. But yeah, I'm from that. We from and there's nothing to praise, but we from that. We from the gutter. We from the trenches. I know what that struggle like. You know what I'm saying? We went to project. And when we left the projects, we went to the gutter on a small block, like the trenches. You know what I mean? 58th and Greenway, Southwest Philly. I come up under Takedown Records. Ace Capone, Tim Gotti. They got indicted back in 2000 and I might have the year wrong, maybe uh, 4, 5. Make the long story short, uh, $100 million cocaine operation in Philadelphia. Major players, you know what I'm saying? Ace Capone, Tim Gotti, Takedown Records. Um, I came up under them. When I was 15, they wanted to sign me. I'm always in the streets rapping it like they wanted to sign me. They came to my grandmother. My grandmother didn't let me sign that shit. She knew that they was, dope boys. I was too young to sign, and she really saved my life because like 2 years later they got indicted. But yeah, I come from real shit, real shit. My father was in a JBM. You know what I mean? Back in the '80s, Junior Black Mafia in Philly. Y'all can do your research. A lot of real shit, and these things are not to be, praised because there's a lot of stupid shit when you get older and see it. That the streets will trick you out your spot, but neither here nor there. Built on a lot of real shit. My foundation is solid.
Can you tell me about being from Southwest Philly? Like, what does that mean? Like, why do people from Philly, they say, I'm from North, I'm from South? Were all the sections beefing?
Nah. It's just sections of the city, and people, they just rep where they from. I guess that's the culture. That's in our blood. That's how we raised. So if you're from North, you rep North Philly. But it was not. It's little beef. Philadelphia is not a gang related city, so it ain't like niggas is. Well, now it is maybe with this newer generation. I've been hearing little things, watching YouTube clips, how there's little gangs and stuff going on. But I feel like the culture changed in Philadelphia. What I mean? Ever since like the Chicago music came around and drill music came around, I feel like we lost our identity. I feel like the youngins started to rap like Chicago and grow dreads and talking about on foe in them and using the slang and it just went left. But I don't know, man. It's crazy, Mike. Like, you know what I mean?
When you were growing up, how was it? Were you allowed to go to North or East Philly? Was
Yeah,
that allowed because you were from West?
yeah. I never had a problem in my city. Period. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm a global type guy. Like I was good in all parts. You know what I mean? Because it's all about how you carry yourself. You know what I mean? If you walk around with your chest out, you're gonna get what you're looking for. I was never that type of guy. I've never been no bitch either, and I'm not no pushover, but I just don't carry myself like that. You know what I mean? So, it was just always love with me, man. I always, niggas knew my G. I respected niggas respected me. And I was always good wherever I went in Philadelphia. So I never had those problems. If you look back when me and Meek was beefing, rap beef, it was not beef because, niggas really died over that shit. Like when we was going back and forth, um, I was on his block. I was in North Philly. That was Berkeley Street. So I was always good. Like his hood loved me too. When I pulled up in his hood, all the young boys that never seen me because I'm not from there, they like, yo, that's Reed Dollaz in the flesh. Like they love me too. Philly, Philly a hard place, but Philly a place where if you faking and you trying to be something you're not, they're gonna pull your card. When you real, when you standing on what you standing on, and you are who you say you are, you good. Your ghetto pass the stamp. So I was able to go wherever I please, and still to this day. I mean, I just came back today. We in the trenches. I'm not like the guy that's going like, even though I left my city, I've been out my city almost 7 years. I moved my family, my grandmother, she's still living, thank God, 78 years old. I moved us, out of Philadelphia, but I was in the trenches the whole weekend, man. Like, I'm not the guy that's going like, hey, let's get the hotel at the airport. It's my city. I really was outside, feet on the land. Like, we was walking through the hood when we was teenagers. Like, I didn't walk this whole shit. I know everybody from the aunties. How you doing, Miss Gloria? Like, yeah, kissing babies, feet on the land. So, and it's a beautiful thing. The ghetto is it's a love and hate relationship. It's a beautiful ugly place, if that makes sense. There's a lot of good people there faced with a lot of things that they just got to deal with right now, unfortunately, but it's a lot of beautiful people there.
How did the streets influence you at an early age? And what did you see? Did you really see the stuff that you rap about in your bars? Like, did you really see someone get stripped naked?
Yeah, listen, man, my life is as real as it get. Coming off my step once again, and I know you're gonna do your research on it, and we'll touch back on it. But Takedown Records was some heavy guys, and they were from my side of town. Imagine this: imagine being 11 years old, and you've been in Philly, you know what's up. So you know about these small gutter little blocks, these little skinny small blocks. We got the Poppy store, the bodega, we got that right there on the corner. And imagine coming outside at 11 years old and seeing a Bentley on your corner. You see the guys down there with the flyer shit on, shooting dice, talking shit, and me not having a father figure. Remember, I told you my grandma raised me. So I was always looking for that. And when you know, I'm quite sure you understand. When you're 10, 11, you're coming into puberty. You want to, you're curious. You need that male love. Like, what's going on? How can I be a man? What's a man? Like, I'm searching. So when I'm coming off this step and being around these hood legends, these guys is getting money. I'm talking about super money. Like, I wanted that shit. And my grandma would send me to the store, go get me some bread. She sent me at fucking 1 o'clock. She ain't see me till 4. I'm down there rapping for the old heads and yo, young boy, high eat fire. And just an old soul. I was always a old soul. I'm trying to put Belly. Remember when Nas walked up in the projects and the little homie was sitting on the bench? He was like, they tried to bag me on the roof. That's me. That's me, man. You know what I'm saying? 16, I went away to juvenile placement. So 15 years old, run away from home, feeling myself, puberty, no man in the house. Grandma raised me, but there's only but so much she could do. And there's things that she couldn't. She always kept me good, but when I got older, things that she couldn't afford that I would want. So I would go do what I do, whether it was rapping or, I tried the hustling route, you know what I'm saying? And thank God in my generation for having OGs that got me away from that. But I remember run away from home. Grandma ain't seen me literally 9 days, crying, looking for me. Y'all seen for Reed, like it was real. I'm in a crack house doing shifts, night shift. You know what I'm saying? Sleeping in the car. The crack house, the bando, it looked like a bando, but when you go through, the old heads had a motherfucking metal slot, a big ass metal door installed on there, like with a slot, like on some jail type shit, serving fiends through the slot. Or if the cops would try to raid it, it'd be hard for them to get in there. And when you come in the trap house in the bando, it's like a what do they call it? Like a breezeway. So when you come in, you got the first door. They put a piece of wood or a rug, and that would lead to the basement. This is real stories that I'm telling you. My life is crazy, bro. Like, I really grew up around some player shit.
Reed, your lyrics are believable. When some other rappers say, we seen him get stripped down,
Hmm.
it's not as believable. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Hmm.
People who, watch battles, it's important for them to know that the artists are authentic.
Right.
What is it about Philly battle rappers or rappers in general that their lyrics don't get second guessed?
It's really all about your background, especially in battle rap. See, battle rap is funny to me because I am from that real place. I am the blueprint of it, and we created a platform where as though now in battle rap, you could be a whole fucking nerd. Like, you could just be a nerd. Like, like there's nothing wrong with being a nerd. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But what I mean is, you could be a whole nerd working in 9 to 5 somewhere, doing this, doing that, and then when you off work, you transform. It's like Urkel when he got in the time machine and he turned his stuff on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's what battle rap is. A lot of these dudes don't are not coming from these backgrounds. They're not living what they're saying, but they may be talented with the pen. And battle rap is the place for them and come and be that wannabe gangster that they want to be, and I'll shoot the family up and all, and people, like, stop it, bro. So it's really WWE. Um, Back in our day, it wasn't WWE. Like, battles were so different, so intense, so unpredictable. Now it's like scripted. Like, you get 3 months to prepare for somebody. Like, where the fuck they do that at? Like, us, like, when we grew up, you had to have a million bars on your brain. Like, people don't understand what being a goat is and really putting in the work. Like, we pushed our pens. Like, you had to have a million bars on standby, bro, at all times. It was like gladiator school. So it was like you didn't even know who you were battling. You know, Battles was orchestrated in the hood, where it's like we at the playground. They playing ball, dudes over there doing this, we over here in the circle rapping. Now we got the whole fucking basketball court around us. And my older homie and they older homie, and shit, we can bet it. Let's bet it. I got this one. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't even know who you was battling at times. And it wasn't even about if the rhyme was directed to the person. It was just more like, made the best lyricist win, the best lyricist, best performer, everything. So, who had the energy? Are you laid back and lazy with the flow? Whatever. Like, it was built on different things, man. So I feel like today it's a little watered down, but it is what it is. We created a platform to where these young brothers could get paid, because back in our day, besides the side bets in the hood and all that, we wasn't getting paid to do this shit. I wasn't getting paid for none of this shit. So when battle rap came back later in life, when Smack built that platform and made this shit global and went out there and got that bag and was able to pay niggas, I came back outside for mine because of all the years that I missed. You mean to tell me I'm going to build something, not eat from it, and they giving money away now? I'm talking about, for some people, life changing money. It's all about the tier of the battle rapper. So if you a legend like myself, the Murder Moops, the bigger names, I battle surf, all these dudes. These we talking, and I don't know their exact numbers. It's about what they negotiate, but we talking numbers like uh 50, 60. Cassidy got 200 because of who he is. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother. He got, because he big bro, so he got 200 to come back. Shit like that. It's life changing money in this battle rap shit, man. So yeah, I came back and ran it up. I think I pretty much battled everybody knew. You know what I'm saying? I was already goaded in my era. I could have just chilled, fall back, and lived off that. But just for my love for the culture, I wanted to come back and play and show these niggas that I could play on the court with these young dudes, and get some of the old ones that I couldn't get. You know what I mean? So it's a blessing to still be here and uh, reap some of the benefits from that, and just still be here and be a part of this shit.
So what made you say I can make money and income off of this? Like what made you think battle rap or music in general could be your job?
I just felt like anything that you're passionate about, no matter what it is, I feel like what you put in the universe is gonna happen. I don't know the time limit on it, right? But I was just passionate about it, like, and I preach that now to the young guys. I said, man, you got too much time on your hands. Some of the homies I may sit around sometime, no judgment to them. I'm like, I'll sit with them like for a day, we'll be vibing. I'm like, oh, and I'll just know in my head, I'm like, damn, like, what did you try to accomplish today? You gotta, and I tell these kids, you gotta find something that you love, something that you're passionate about. That passion kept me alive. That passion took me around the world, bro. Like, it's insane. It's like it's faith. It's like God believing in something that we can't see, but you feel it. You know what I mean? And here we are.
Did you have people telling you you're not going to make it? Did you have naysayers telling you it wasn't going to work out?
Of course, that's life. That's life, but that's needed also. Because I feel like if there was no, it's a yin and a yang everything. You wouldn't appreciate the sun so much. If it was always just hot and sunny all day, you wouldn't appreciate it. You're like, God damn, we need to cool off, right? We need some rain or something, right? So it's always needed, bro. You need that. You know what I mean? Some people don't know where to put that hatred or how to flip that hatred. Like some people, crash out over shit like that. Me, I used to take that shit as like wood for like fire. Like, you know, you know what I'm saying? That's wood for the fire for me. So, I tell everybody keep pushing. It ain't about. That's why it's called a dream, bro. Because like the only person to really see this shit is you. You know what I mean? Some people gonna see the vision, but not everybody gonna get it until it's happening. So, um, yeah, of course, I've been through that. Shit, I was just in a slump not too long ago. I'm just getting out of this slump, bro. You wouldn't even believe the story. About a couple months ago, I wouldn't even be talking to you. I wouldn't have been politicking on social media, none of that shit, bro. Um, I've been sitting around for months, just chilling. My wife came to me one day. She said, "What's wrong with you?" I didn't have the funds because I'm independent. So I'm an independent artist. I'm like, yo, I got some great music, like great music, bro. Like I'm talking about great, my dog. And this, like I told you, the rollout is happening now. Just shot a video yesterday, but neither here nor there. My wife said, "What's wrong with you?" I'm opening around the house, playing the game all day, not doing shit with my life. I said, "Man, I'm just sitting on all this music, man. Like, shit make me feel like it's over. My biological clock ticking." And she said, not to get all deep. She's just like, "Baby, you got a studio downstairs. You need to snap the fuck out of it and get back in your fucking bag." And that's the best thing that she could have told me. And from that day, no exaggeration, from that day, I think later that day, I went down in the basement, dusted off equipment. And to fast forward this story, from that day, that was about not even 2 months, I have 60 new records. 60. 60, bro. So, you know, we could do it, man. You just gotta find that. You gotta find it. Like I had to find it again. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to dig deep and find this shit. And then what keeps me going is another thing about me is every time that I want to give up, other young legends say my name. I'll be in a slump. I'll be in my darkest slump. Nobody will know. I'm not tweeting about it. I'm not Instagramming. I'll be somewhere in my slump. And my man will call me. Yo, bro, you been on Instagram? Nah, what's up? Yo, such and such just said your name, bro. I'm like, what? For real? Go to the gram, check it, and bring me right back. How the fuck you gonna stop digging through the cave? We almost at the goal, baby. Every time that I be wanting to stop, it showed me.
We're gonna get into some of that as well.
No bullshit. But yeah, it's crazy, Mike. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. What was it about you? You know what I mean? What was it about you that the hood had been waiting for that made, so many people like that made you amass so many fans online and have so many people making pages of your music even?
I can't give you an answer for that, but I can tell you it's one hell of a blessing. Um, I, I didn't come up by myself. We all came from a kennel of rappers. So every time my name was thrown out there, it's always thrown out with dimensions of Meek Mills, Joey Jad, NH, Kaboom. Like we all came from a camp. I was always a team player. I always wanted my brothers to shine. And that's why we talking about a lot of dudes that just hate you for what they lack. And I noticed that when I got older, because I'm like, damn, I show this dude love and I'm not even on what he think I'm on. I'm not selfish. I don't display that. I'm a team player. Here, bro, he go to rock, he go to assist. But they mad at you for what you attract. It wasn't playing, Mike. Just doing what I love, letting my talent show. Like they was letting their talent show. When it was my turn to go, we are. You know what I'm saying? It blew my mind, bro. I never thought I'd be going viral like that, bro. Like I said, I knew I was talented. Don't get me wrong. I had the hood on fire. Everybody knew. Before the world got me, Philadelphia knew. I was going through every part of this motherfucker, battling whoever. So that was already known. I knew I was confident and I was talented. But like I said, none of it was planned, bro. We just young kids going back and forth from different neighborhoods, battling with each other, just beefing. You know, just rap beefing. Who the best? Talking our shit. And before you know it, I wake up one day and it's like, yo, this video is at 2 million, bro. Yo, this one over here is at 6. Yo, this one over here 1.5. I'm like, wow, it's insane. So you know, it's God's will. You know what I mean? Like,
You had damn near 1 million subscribers in the mid 2000s. In 2007, Reed Dollaz was more poppin' than damn near all the battle rappers.
for sure.
I just used the word MySpace with 1 million followers.
No bullshit.
This was before Instagram. There was a thing called AOL. And if you weren't popping on AOL, you weren't popping. I
Okay.
remember Soulja Boy around that time. You also
No,
had
for sure.
memes. You had
Yes.
memes back then.
Yes. Yep.
You know,
Yep.
how did you manage to get your name out around that time?
Just determination, man. When you got a will, when you determined on some shit, bro. Like when you really tapped into some shit and you determined on it, whatever that may be in your life, it's a different thing, man. You running off a different type of energy, bro. You know, I was just killing everything moving. Opportunity was in my face. This DVD, this camera. Yeah, come on, let's do it. Come on, come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Uh, Before you know it, planting those seeds. Oh, we got a fucking garden here. Um, it's amazing, man. It really is, bro. You know, a lot of things I really can't give you the answers for because I be still mind bottled to the shit. Bro, like you wake up, you know, you in fucking Eminem Rap God video. Like, I can't, I don't know. I don't know. I never even spoke to Eminem. I don't know. Why me? Why? It's a lot of greats like Lux, Mook, you know, so forth, so on. But why me? I don't know. But I'm taking it as signs from God because every time that these things happen, I be finding myself in deep slumps, like not doing bad in life. I'm doing great at life, but musically, because I'm getting to an age where it's like I'm in my midlife crisis. I'm like, yo, I'm 38. I've been doing this since I've been 13, 14 years old. The world know me. My whole life is on the fucking internet. What are you doing at 38, bro? The battle shit. I gave a lot of my time to that. So, you know, it's just mind boggling, man. But it's crazy, Mike. It's been a crazy journey, dog.
Yeah, you're just starting again at 38, man.
Yep, but this one is fresh because this is
Yep,
me
you
doing
look fresh
something,
doing
yep,
it.
that I love to do. Yep, that I want to do.
So back then, did you have a management team behind you? Did you come to the realization like I need a manager? I'm too poppin'. I can't respond to all these comments.
Back then, in the beginning, when I first started MySpace, no, I ran my own MySpace. I got a management after I got signed, so we didn't get to that part. You know, it's stages of Reed Dollaz. Like it's different stages that a lot of people don't even know about. See, it's so crazy. A lot of people start the story at battle rap, too raw for the streets, but it's a Reed before that. Like it's crazy. We got the legacy of the Reed Dollaz in Philadelphia before the world got them with the takedown shit, a lot of street shit. Then I got a section of my life where I was going up New York heavy, and I used to be around Rob Bass and all that. My guy Kyle Rifkin, he does the singing joy and pain like sunshine and rain. A big OG homie from back in the 80s and stuff like that. He deals with Rob Bass. So you know, he been in my life forever. He came down to Philly, told my grandma, listen, I got him. He's, you know, he like a little brother to me. We gonna take care of him like we are own. And she would let me go up New York, bro, on the Greyhound, you know, 14, 15 years old. Kyle would meet me at Port Authority, you know what I'm saying, right there waiting for me. You know what I mean? We go to Harlem, we go to the Bronx. I was working with Arsonist that makes all the diplomats
Makers.
beats. Yeah, yeah, that's my guy. You know me.
Who's
See, yeah, real stories. You can ask him. He seen me at 14 in the studio, battling niggas in his studio. I used to do the Fight Club in New York with the battles. My life is crazy. I used to be at Dougie Fresh crib, Rob Bass, my big brother. It's a lot of shit. It's different. It's a lot of different shit. So, but I got signed at came on from placement 19. I signed at 18, about to be 19, to the Italians. And in Philadelphia, down here in South Philly, they created a group. They created a label, and it happened so random. Back to us distributing CDs and DVDs around the city, and my my big homie was he was promo crazy. Like, this is the guy you want on your team to help, like, to promo your shit. Like, he jumping out on everybody, posters here, yo, take this. He was the guy that you wanted for promo. So to make this long story short, he went to traffic court. The fucking traffic court lawyer was an Italian named Vinny DeFino. After he won the case for him, they walked outside and he walked by his car. He said, "Oh yeah, this is my artist I'm promoting, man." Da 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 da. My CD wound up getting in that lawyer's bag. That lawyer's bag went home. That CD got taken out on the table. His 14, 13-year-old son at the time, that's in our age bracket, South Philly this is. So they're aware of what's going on in the culture with the battle rap. They're tuned in too. So when he seen the CD, he said, "Dad, you know Reed Dollaz?" And he was like, yeah, some guy I represented today, gave me the CD. He was like, dude, who's this guy? He's popular. He gets back on the phone, calls my guy. Hey, man, hey, your guy is pretty popular. My son went crazy for him. This, then, and the third. I got a friend of mine that's, we've been thinking of doing some music stuff. 10th and Tasker, South Philly. We go down South Philly. We have a meeting. Long story short, within 2 weeks, contract is drawn up. Everything is talked out, what I want, and they wanted to build a label. They built a label around me. They advanced me. We did a lot of shit. That's where I put out that single, Toast to This. I was on Comcast On Demand. I was the first artist, one of the first Philadelphia artists to be on that. I had my video on there. We had a budget. I had a budget of like around 300 grand, $60,000 cash advance. In the contract, I was living at the Pier 3 on Delaware Avenue on the waterfront, boat houses. And this is at 19. So before Meek was signed, before I was the first youngin out of that group to get signed, Meek got signed next. It was just to a major. I did an indie deal. And my deal didn't work, not because of us failing, but because of the Italians having lack of knowledge, being a new label. That budget got raped faster than you know it. Things that would cost maybe promo or radio or this, something that would cost 10 grand, they would tell them 30. They ate that budget alive. You hear me? And when it was time to, like renegotiate, none of the investors wanted to come back to the table because it failed, and they also picked the wrong single. And this is why I've been independent ever since. This is my shit, Dollar Day Entertainment. I've been independent ever since because I wasted a lot of time with a lot of people in my life, in my career, and up to the reason why I'm this age now. I should have been out of here with a lot of shit, and it was just dealing with the wrong people. I had management in my life, the wrong management. Guys that I believed in and thought they were this and that. I didn't have the connections, couldn't walk me into nothing, taking money on the side, doing weird shit. But the label, I would say, we're still friends to this day. The Italians, they took me in like family. They had every intention on making me a star. They didn't have the knowledge of the game, and like I said, nobody wanted to come back, and none of the investors wanted to come back. And I had to sit 4 years in that contract. So it was 4 albums, 4 years, whatever came first. And how it went was, if we give you 30 for the first advance, the second album be 60, so on, so on, so on. You advance me the first album, I give you a finished product of the album. You guys pick the single. I'm telling you guys coming from the street that this is not what we should be pushing out first. You guys are telling me, oh, you're young, you got the look, this is like a worldwide song, this can grab everybody, and we think we should go with this. You guys run the budget, right? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, you guys, you got control of the budget. If that's what y'all want to do, you want to bank on that record, bank on that record. When it came out, Philly didn't like it. Was it a cool record? Yes, it was. But I felt like it was more like an album filler. Like, we went to Scott Storch, dog. We flew to Miami. These Italian guys I'm fucking with heavy. Scott Storch, South Philly. He in Miami. And this is the time when Scott is Scott. So,
Yep.
we done, yeah. Yeah, shout out to Scott. He gave us the full layout. Come to Miami. We got 2 beats from him. Laid some shit in the studio with him. I had Freeway on the album. I got 2 records with Nori. I think one of them got released. It should be on YouTube. Reed Dollaz featuring Noriega. You can check it out. It's old. But yeah, I had Nori on the album, Freeway, production by Scott Storch. And these guys want to pick the fucking wrong single. When I'm coming from the streets is what got me to y'all. Don't change the narrative. Don't clean me up just yet. That's later in life. We ain't even made it yet. Keep it grimy. And they didn't understand where I'm coming from. It was like, nah, the girls like you, let's go with this and this is worldwide bullshit. And it fucked me over because, like I said, 4 years, 4 albums. You advanced me once. Okay, that's my advance. That's mine. I give you the product back. Here goes the album. You picked the wrong single. It doesn't do what you wanted to do. And now you want me, well, let's get back in the studio. No. The contract says each album I get advanced. Are you going to advance me again? Because no matter if the album came out or not, I gave you finished product. It's not my fault. You guys didn't promo it. You didn't push it. That's not up to me. I'm not the label. On my behalf as the artist, I gave you the work. So they wouldn't advance me again. I had to sit 4 years. That's when I went on hiatus from battle rap, from music. I just sat. I was in a fucking depression. I had to build myself back up,
So
rebrand myself. Sorry
yeah,
about
that
that.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Take me into that whole episode with Scott Storch. Would you pull up to the Star Island
Yeah,
crib?
we
How
was
did
on
it all
Star
go?
Island. Yeah. 40 foot yacht, Bugattis, 12 car, maybe more than 12. 12 car, full tour, the whole thing. Because at that
Armed
time,
security at the door?
yes, sir. Pretty much everywhere. He had like balconies and shit. His layout was crazy on Star Island. It's like it was some GTA shit, bro, some Grand Theft Auto shit, like some shit I've never seen. And I'm a kid, experiencing all these things. And this is the time that he had another Philly artist that he was trying to push, and I guess it didn't work
Nah.
out. But the guy Knox, come on, you know your shit. Shout out to my guy Knox, because Knox actually made it better for me. Because as soon as I got to the crib, Knox was there, and he was like, "Scott, you got real? No, this little nigga, he fired." So the cosign made it even crazier. But yeah, I actually got old pictures, standing in front of Scott's crib, and Knox let me put on his big. That's when he had the big Philly hat chain. And he put it on me. He's like, go ahead. We took pictures and shit. But yeah, I got the whole layout. Louis Vuitton studio, showed me the Bugatti. I took 5 keys. Uh, you walk in the crib, he got 6 Harleys and glass cases that you can't even touch. Custom crazy shits. Crib is retarded. Typical Scott. He a movie. Scott was a walking movie.
What do you remember Scott saying to you? I remember Scott infamously saying to me, Mikey T, all of my best friends used to have Bentleys.
Let me see. What did he say to me that I remember?
Do you want some weed, maybe?
Oh yeah, definitely. He definitely let us roll up. He definitely had the gas. What stuck out to me though was funny is like as soon as we kind of got there, he had his white robe on and shit, and he ain't have his glasses on. And he called somebody. He was like, "Yo, bring my suitcase down." So come down with the suitcase. He pop open the suitcase. This nigga, he's like, "Yeah, it's about over 2 million in glasses in there." Like, what the fuck type of glasses this dude got? He just going through his little suitcase, picking his frames to put on his shit. And he started rolling up. We talked for a while. We chilling in that part of the house. And then we go to the studio side. And like I said, Louis Vuitton, everything. Louis Vuitton walls. He had that shit on the like the edge of the equipment of the studio, of the equipment. Like I'm like, bruh, this shit is retarded. But yeah, I think for me, what I remember him saying was, "I got what it takes." He was like, "Yo, you fucking talented. You got this shit." Like I remember that for sure,
You
for sure.
recorded the song in front of him, or did you just do beat selection?
We did beat selection, and I did one record with Knox in front of him, and he loved it. That was on his beat.
That's what's
And
up.
no disrespect, but I might have got out on Knox on that because everybody was fucking with my verse.
I want you to tell me about the importance of DVDs. You came in an era where you couldn't be popping if you weren't on the DVDs.
Yeah,
Personally, I found tons of talent from like We Are the Streets,
right.
Sub Zero.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the DVD game, you had to be in it. Back then, how you pretty much was getting signed was either you was pulling up the record labels, like really fucking knocking on A&R doors and shit, like really outside rapping for the motherfuckers, or the DVD circuit was the way to get yourself out there Well, because DVDs were everywhere. You know, hood to hood DVDs, all types of shit. You know, so and each hood, I guess, is like bootleg spots. You got the little hood spots. You know, everybody got the where they sell the mixtapes and DVDs. It was very important to be on those. And there's a lot of guys that wasn't on them that was hot also, but we don't know about them today because they didn't make the circuit. You know what I mean? And I came right home from placement to the circuit. So we kind of skipped that part, but whatever. I was acting up. I think I told you, you know, run away from home, grandmom, all that shit, hustling, um, caught a case, and I got sent away. I did 18 months. So I came home when I was 18. So from 16 to 18, pretty much. And then next year after year, because 19 I got signed. So yeah. But when I came home, um, Eddie Mars, my big brother, he knew Big Star, and he was like, "Yo, you got to meet Star, bro." And he called him, and he was just like, "Yeah, my young boy just came home from placement. He fucking fire." I think Star pulled up like a day or two later with the camera, and I spit for him or whatever before the camera even came on, and he was just like, "Nah, this little dude is crazy." And that's when we just started doing the tours. He's like, "What you think about taking this shit outside of Philly? You know, we're gonna go on the road with it. Let's go to a few places." I'm just like, "Fuck yeah!" So you know, you got Philly versus Harrisburg, Philly versus New York. We had Philly versus Baltimore. We just start branching out, you know, and in the local areas. We didn't get all like to the Midwest or down south or no shit like that, but we start moving around on tour with the battles, and that shit just went viral, man. You know, battle rap is the rawest form of hip hop. You know, if you're a true lover of hip hop, you love words, you love lyrics, you know, wordsmith, how that shit put together, and you know, especially if a guy got character with him and know how to deliver it. So it's like it's intense. It's like boxing. You know, it's some shit to see. So battle rap is always something that people were just drawn to. Two fucking pit bulls off the leash, face to face, who could spit that shit better. So you know, it was very important. I think thank God for the DVD era. Uh, Shit changed my life, bro. 'Cause like I said, without rap, who knows? I could have been another statistic of Philadelphia. Rap really saved my life, man. You know what I'm saying? No matter if I didn't make it to the mainstream or whatever, but you got to think about it. Success is really what you make it. So when I was young, yeah, we all wanted money, but when you're young, you don't really think about money. You're just like, man, I want to be the best. I want everybody to know me. I achieved that. So I guess I'm successful. I'm in the mouths of the greats, man. You know what I'm saying? With no record label, no funding. A lot of these dudes had to get signed by people to get their buzz worldwide. Think about that. So I'm blessed on different levels. God, my road, my path, everybody's path is different, but I love the path that I chose. It was the longer path, but the only thing I'm missing right now are the super finances. I am financially stable. Of course, I'm doing well in life, but them super finances, all the work that I put in, I should be way more. Like I should be a million, at least 20, 10 in my bank account somewhere. But other than that, I got all the accolades of the game. You know, I got the recognition. Everybody know who I am. You know what I'm saying? So, um, and to still be legendary so many years later, uh, it's a blessing. And I touched the world, like I said, with no help, just me. A lot of people say self-made, but I don't feel like they can claim the title. People tend to forget the help that they had. You know, this was me rapping my heart out on these cameras that touched the world. That and that's once again made it the Eminem Rap God video with 40 billion fucking views coming out of the mouth of 50 Cent, Mace, uh, Rihanna baby dad, ASAP Rocky, ASAP Ferg, you know, shit me and Meek had going on. There's so many more athletes and a lot of dudes that when I was young and they were younger than me was watching me and they in position now. It's a blessing. So I'm coming for everything that's owed to me, dog.
You said, "I'm the one who made YouTube matter."
I did.
How did you feel about the transition from MySpace and the DVDs to YouTube?
I thought it was cool. It was kind of weird in the beginning because you know, just to have so much in your face, like it was so much to do. Like when the computers started to come out, like YouTube, and we was able to see everything and tap into different shit and shit that you wouldn't normally see unless you somebody went and filmed it and put it on a DVD or something. So it was new. It was exciting. And like I said, I was doing YouTube views that high before people even knew they can go that high. Like, and, you know, it's crazy to me, bro. It should be mind boggling to me. Like, you know, why I'm not somewhere in a Ferrari, you know, on fucking 50 acres of land or something. Like how do you create something like that, you know? And it's not like I'm the creator of rap. Nah, 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 not at all. I'm never saying that because there's nothing new under the sun. But after the state property wave, that's me, dog. That's me. That's me in Philadelphia. That's me. Period. And yeah, with some names out here, there's a lot of talent out here. Who run it though? The views never lie.
I don't think you had to be Steve Jobs to realize like YouTube is gonna be the new thing. Let me go and make an account.
Exactly. Exactly. And it's crazy, but somebody got on it before me though. You know what I mean? We were talking about that earlier, whereas though I didn't really get a chance to reap the benefits off of YouTube. And you know, it's still a future. Me and my people's already talking about getting me a meeting to even go up there and really, you know, up there to the building in person and sitting down with somebody and you know, telling my story. They know my story. The numbers is there, everything, all the history there, and let them know that, like, you know, I was robbed of a lot of things. If you go look up my highest view videos, you'll notice it don't say my YouTube channel. It's some fucking guy that I don't even know. I don't even know these people reaping the benefits off of me. You know what I'm saying? People that built platforms and shit off me. Niggas got homes and cars off of me, off of things that off of things that I've built. You know, like another one, Say Cheese TV. A lot of people, you know, if you know about Say Cheese and you don't know the history behind it, did I did I did I make his company? No. But where did he get his company from? Me. Title and all. That was an actual documentary and a mixtape for me that was supposed to happen that got like fucked up because of the weird shit. Like, bro he actually went on Vlad and said, "Oh yeah, he like, you know, rapper Reed Dollaz." Vlad like, "Yeah, I know about Reed." He's like, "Yeah. Well, I'm in the car listening to his mixtape, Say Cheese, and I thought the name was catchy. It was hot, and I just named it that and ran with that." Oh, okay. I
Hey
inspired.
Cheese was your mixtape from 2006.
Yes, and documentary, and yeah, it's like, okay, you know, I'm not looking for you to, you know, I wasn't even looking for money. You know, it was like, bro, you didn't even support me. How the fuck can you build a platform off of someone? That's like how you build a you admit to building a platform off of my shit, off of my brand. I inspired you, but you have never once to come back and say, "Yo, bro, can I get an interview on you? What you promoting? Can I post something for you?" Not once, Mike. Not one time.
Somebody like Soldier Boy might be like, Reed?
It
How do you think Soldier Boy would feel about your comments? Because he might see this interview.
doesn't matter. Facts are facts. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. If we need to upload dates, I could do that for you too. When my first video was uploaded to YouTube, and let's compare dates, and then we can say who did it first. It's just that simple.
Would you engage in a battle with Soldier Boy?
A battle, like rap
Even an
battle.
online back and forth?
I mean, yeah, if he not giving me my credit or what, like, bro, you like the fuck, you ain't the first to look at you like the first man on the moon or something. You ain't the first to do everything, little nigga. You know what I mean? Like I was first to do that. You might have been first to make the money or make some fancy little dance and do all that shit. All right, cool, that's your accolades, but that's me, bro. I'm Ray J. I hit it first.
I know it was probably a long time ago, but can you tell me what was the whole thing that sparked the problems with you and Meek Mill?
It wasn't, you know, the crazy thing, it wasn't really a problem. We were just competitive young boys, man. That's what I'm saying. It was gladiator school. Meek wanted my spot. I was before Meek. That's what I'm saying. It was me first. I was the one popping on the two off the streets first. Then came the street battles. See, people got to learn that the timeline. Too Raw for the Streets came first. I was already out there. I was gone. I was DVD. I was a household name. I was gone. Meek knew what to do. If you want to be the best, you got to come at the best. It's simple. He picked and he picked and he picked. He was hungry. He dissed and he dissed and he dissed. And to the point I remember trying to block it. Like, man, I ain't, I'm already, like I felt like that part was behind me. It's like, all right, I ain't got over these loops. I'm beating niggas in these battles. I'm already goaded. Why am I giving this dude attention? Not that I didn't respect his pen, because he always was fire. But it's just like I was trying to ignore it because I already made a couple dudes get names by me just responding. So I was like, man, I was brushing it until my homie was like, man, nah, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Like, no, he getting, it's getting out of pocket. You gotta say something, bro. I'm like, all right, man. So I engaged. And once the spotlight was back on him, you know how that shit go. I say something, I say your name. Now niggas like, well, who that? Oh shit. Well, what he got to say back? And there it go. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was my spot. And he was hungry. Meek wanted it. We all was going at it, but Meek wanted it the most. I was going at it with everybody. I was going through it with Bugsy, Joey Jihad, D Jones, Meek Mill, Cheek Raw. I was going through the whole shit. I was like the first Philly 50 Cent. Like literally. Like literally. You know what I'm saying? Without the getting shot shit and all that. But as far as like beefing on niggas, barking on niggas, and that was me. I was going through it with everybody. Like literally. So yeah, man, that's how it really started, I engaged. He just was consistent. And that's when deals came around. So it's like I had everything first. Like I had the DVDs and all that first. Boom. All right, now he in the mix. Now, boom, I get signed. Because remember I told you, at 19, 20, I get signed. So now I'm the first nigga to get signed out the pack. You feel me? So before niggas touching money, I'm living a life. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm already living. You know what I'm saying? Like I had so many cribs and condos and fucking, I was living on Broad Street, 640 loft building. Every time I go off my balcony, nigga, I could see damn near the brim of William Penn hat. I was doing these things at a young age. Niggas, bro, my life is retarded. I've been seasoned. I've been ahead of my time. From being raised by my grandmama alone, hanging around the OGs, I'm too ahead of these dudes. Like I've been doing all this shit. Like, so I was always like first. And like I said, after I got signed, they had intentions. It didn't work. Meek got signed. Boom. He went to a major. And he went his way and I went mine. And that's how that happened.
So what made Meek Mill wake up one morning and decide to diss Reed Dollaz?
Because in order to be the best, you got to beat the best. I can't really tell you the mind frame of exactly what, but what I'm getting from it is we this rap shit is what we love, So it's like, if you hungry, all right, how can he was thinking right, because that's how I was thinking. Because when I came in, I believe Cheek Raw was before me, a few months and all that, maybe like a year or something before me. He was already on Too Raw for the Streets, because I just come on from placement. You feel me? So he was already in the streets on the Too Raw for the Streets. So I went at him because I felt he was the best. Right? Got him out the way. Meek did the same thing. In order to be the best, you gotta be the best. And that's this at the time where controversy in Philly was just a thing. Like it was dope. It was like it was lyrical. It was like, lyrical warfare. It was gladiator school. So he knew in order to get that buzz that he was looking for, you got come at the top guy. You got come at the top guy. Period. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that shit went down.
Did you really pull up on Meek Mill on the south side?
On the north side.
Oh, the north side. Can you take me into that?
Yeah. Shit, we was Young Bob was a part of their camp. So, and back in these days, you had the rappers, you had the cameramen, the guys that were doing the DVDs. So, Too Raw for the Streets, that was Big Star. Young Bob, that was the dude that was putting out Headshot DVDs. Headshot was Meek Mill, Joey, all of them. That was all they guys. So he would pretty much shoot all of their footage. So, but it was never no like real beef, like fighting and shooting and shit. So he loved us all. Like he fucked with us all. He wasn't biased because he wanted us on the DVDs too, because it made it sell better, right? So we all had good relationships. One day he said, "Yo, man, I need y'all on the DVD, man." know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta come down, get some footage. I'm like, damn, I want to get on this one because I knew this DVD was gonna be fire. So I'm like, all right, fuck. I'm like, well, you know where you at? He like, I'm down north. I'm down Birch Street. I know that's me, good. That's where they all from. They all from down in that area. So I'm like, all right, cool. We gonna pull up. So me and my man Eddie, we pull up down there. Just me and Eddie. It's just two of us. You know what I'm saying? We pull up. Um, we in the trenches. We know that. We know where we at. No, Philly is the trenches, period. But we in they trenches. So we pull up. The young bulls start going crazy. There's a little Chinese store in their corner and shit like that. So there's a lot of little kids hanging out and shit like that. And at this time, we like hood famous. I'm like fucking hood bow wow. I couldn't walk no fucking where without Reed Dollaz, Reed Dollaz. So we down north, the young bulls start going crazy. Yo, Reed Dollaz, yo, my God, yo. 5 people turn into 15, 15 turn into 50. Next thing you know, we got a fucking mummers parade out that joint, right? and I'm rapping, so I'm giving bars for the DVD. Somebody in that crowd, yo, you know, Reed down here must have called Meek, right? They come up, they slide up like 2, 3 cars deep, right? It's like a movie. So I see everybody as I'm rapping, you know, everybody, at certain bars, they, oh shit, that was fire. But then I hear niggas because I'm locked in on the camera, but I'm watching my surroundings also. So I hear niggas go, oh shit, but it wasn't from a bar. It wasn't from like a line that I said. It was like, oh shit. So I made me turn around. I see the cars pull up. You can see this. All this footage is out. I see the cars pull up. Um, I peek 2 seconds, but I'm still rapping. I never stop rapping. So I'm spitting, look at the camera. I see the cars pull up. I'm still rapping. I see who it was. I get a glimpse. Turn my head back around. Keep doing my thing. I'm here. Whatever today is going to be is going to be. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And it was love. You know what I mean? Like I said, we never had a beef. It was never like a beef. Philly is a real place. Niggas really die behind shit. So it was never a beef. We just two niggas with passion. If it would have ever been a beef, 9 times out of 10, it probably wouldn't even been from me and Meek. It probably would have been from our niggas. You know what I'm saying? Our homeboys. You know what I mean? On some street shit. But yeah, it was no beef. And it was actually love. We took a picture that day. Whatever. I rap. He joined the cipher. He rapped. DVD got bigger because now this is our first time being in the presence of each other. You know what I mean? I'm down his hood. So yeah, that's how that went. You know what I'm saying?
So was it not really a situation that had to be deaded by mutual friends?
Um, I feel like me and Meek shit wasn't on that. But it was other shit in our camp that was getting out of hand between their camp and our camp. You know what I mean? Where things could possibly cross the line. So that's where shit was getting out of hand. You feel me?
How did it feel when you heard your name being shouted out by Meek Mill during his beef with Drake?
Um, it was definitely an honor. Like I said, that's you got us, the underground guys, then you got the industry guys. So just to be bored up in that conversation was heavy for me, and it said a lot. It said a lot. It said a lot. And I don't know if a lot of people caught it, but it said a lot. Because what he said was, he said, "Bro, I come from Philly. The beef with Drake and all that, that was cool and all that, but I come from Philly, bro. Like battling Reed Dollaz. You know what I'm saying? Like, so pretty much, if he can get over that mountain, that's nothing because that's what we do. We animals. Shout out to Drake, but Drake don't want to step in our playground. You know what I'm saying? Like he good at what he do, but it's a different playground over here. So and he nice with his pen and all that, but that don't mean nothing. It's a lot of niggas nice with their pen, but battle rap is a whole different it's a whole different place over here. So um for me to say that, it said a lot. Like pretty much, nigga, if I can get with Reed and deal with Reed, this should be nothing. Um and what I got out of it was like on some real shit, you know, I'm gonna give bro his flowers. I knew Meek wasn't really in that. He was on that money. You know what I'm saying? He was focused on the money he around Hove, fucking was the boy Ruben, all these guys, all these millionaires, billionaires. Bro ain't on battle rap no more, but I guarantee you if Meek would have tapped back into what he's from, that it would have been a different story, bro. Like I ain't, like I ain't gonna front. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what he capable of. Uh, it would have been a different outcome. I feel like bro wasn't in that. Because me knowing what he's capable of, I'm like, damn, no, come on, come on, Meek. But he not there, and I'm not mad at him for being there, because we trying to level up. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I'm honored to be a great legendary battle rapper, but I don't want this all my life either. So I get it, but I feel like if Meek would have really tapped in, it could have possibly been a different outcome in that Drake situation. But for me to be mentioning it, it said a lot, and I took that as a badge of honor and respect, and a way of him paying homage.
Do you think people lost respect for Meek Mill after the Drake beef? His fans started to switch up. We noticed some of the sales started to dwindle.
Yeah. Or the industry where you got the industry, and then you got in the streets. So um do I think the street guys stop fucking with me? Nah, not at all. The hip hoppers, the guys that don't live the rap life, the people that has the most say so, and people online who just make accounts and say what they want. Yeah, those guys were with Drake and stuff. But from the Philly side of things, and where we be at, like, there was still a lot of love here for bro. You know what I'm saying? So it really depends on how you look at it. Like, did he lose his street love? Nah, I don't think so. Because we don't put Drake in that category. Certain things shouldn't be said to certain men. Like, I remember when Beanie Siegel, remember that shit when Beans was, I think he was talking to Charlemagne. Some people not qualified for certain things. So, um, yeah, in that industry world, yeah. It was definitely, looking bad. But in the hood, street dudes, I don't think it was that bad for him.
We talked about you and Meek going through your issues and your back and forth. Why do
Mhm.
you think he ended up deciding to give you your flowers so many years later? It's almost like, when Drake said, I'm coming through in the Wraith bumping ARAB.
Mhm. Um, I can't tell you why. Uh, Sometimes people just need time to grow. Sometimes, everybody had we walk different paths, so everybody don't get it. Some people get it fast, some people get it slow. Everybody got different personalities. Me personally, if I was in a Meek situation, I probably would have reached back for him. I'm just a different type of person. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I lost, so I don't hold no grudge. So why wouldn't I come back and fuck with the ones who got talent? I don't hold a grudge. I feel like I was out there winning, doing me. So, but everything happens in time, and everything has a time. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. I remember being young, trying to rush all types of things, but I guess it ain't when we want it. It's when that man upstairs ready to make that happen, and whatever. But I appreciate all the love that he's shown, because he didn't have to say that. He could have just it could have been a 50 Ja Rule situation. Not far from, not on that, because I ain't no Ja Rule. But I'm just saying, far as like, he could have got up and just tried to squash me forever. You know what I mean? Like, stay down, nigga, stay down. No, but it's love, and for him to do that on his platform and say that out his mouth, that took a lot. That takes a man to do that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes can't give you their props. Like, he said it out his mouth. Reed was fucking us up. That's all I ever needed. You know what I mean? I ain't need no money from bro. I ain't need them to come sign me to Dream Chasers. None of that, bro. You know what I mean? Just the respect alone for me is I'm fine with that.
Well, Meek said something that caught a lot of people's attention. He actually commented, we might need to battle again, verse for verse.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'd be dope. I think that's around the time he tweeted that. I believe that was around the time where uh I was just great battle Murder Mook, or battle already, and my shit was buzzing. Me and Meek follow each other, so everything I post he see, whether it's being liked or not, I'm on his timeline. So I think when he, tweeted that, I think he was inspired. You know what I mean? Like, damn, Reed still out here fucking niggas up, and he know that's where he came from. So I think that was just pretty much a way of him throwing the alley oop. To like, we should do that. Let me come back and give bro that look or whatever. But me and me talk. I'm not here to put out no tweets or messages or no female shit like that. But over the years, me and bro we got our small little relationship. You know what I'm saying? We might be DMing about some shit that ain't even about rap. We talking about the guns, and I got license and all that. We got all these guns and all that, me and my wife and shit. So I'll be posting little videos. We talking about that. Yeah, I see you at the range. Man, we gotta get some content, all that shit. But we also talked about maybe in the future doing something and making it happen. So, like I said, you don't know what the future holds. But I think that was just his way of maybe trying to cater to what I was doing. I was still doing the battle shit. That was around that time, and maybe he just got that feel. Was like, man, maybe we should just do it for the culture one time, and that was fine with me if it happened.
Do you think the people would wanna see you battle Meek in a more verse for verse rather than the new style of battle rap?
I think they'll take it any way it come, but I think they would want it the old school way, face to face. You know what I mean? Chinese store, basketball court somewhere, 1,000 people in a circle, pit bullshit. I think they'll want it like that, but it's not likely in these days. So for verse, they'll take anything they get, but that could be dope too. Who knows? Because just because he's a signed artist and we know that he has a flag, I got one too. So that'll be a sight to see.
How'd you feel making your return to battle rap? You said you're the best to
Mm-hmm.
have made his return.
Mm-hmm. It felt good, especially getting some money for it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a different feeling. It was a different feeling going in this one because it's like back in the day, we was just doing it off passion, off hunger, off love for the culture. So to be able to come back and get a battle and get 20 for this one, and he go 30 right here, he go 15, come pick 15 up over here, come pick up this little 10. Oh, we got 5 grand for you for a 1 rounder. We only need you for 3 minutes. I'm gonna go get my money. You know what I'm saying? Like battle rap came back within the past 2 years. I had to run up at least a honey ball, a little honey bun. You know what I'm saying? A little 100 grand. Like I've been out here grinding. So uh, everything come back full circle. Yeah, I didn't uh, benefit back. Yeah, I did benefit back in the day. It made me a young goat. I didn't benefit financially, but that came back around. These past couple years, Smack built the platform up, went and got the bag, got the sponsors. He able to pay the battle rappers, what they worth and they fee. And yeah, I came back to get mine. You know what I'm saying? Came back to get mine. Bought a house off of it. Uh, got an RV, Class A, size of a city bus. I'm a dude coming from Southwest Philadelphia. Who would think? So at the end of the day, I'm doing great. With my grandma, she lives right around the corner. I could walk out my door, go to the corner. She like right there. You know what I mean? So and we from the projects, and for her to be 78 years old, uh, taking care of me, taking care of her first grandchild, um, that's something that I always wanted to do. And and it don't matter how big it was done. Yeah, I couldn't get her a mansion, but I got her a home, and she's out the city, and I feel at peace. Like the goals that I wanted to accomplish, the real ones, because money is bullshit. Money is good. You need it. We gotta do shit with it. But the real things that I wanted to accomplish, I accomplished. You know what I'm saying? I touched the world with my craft. Uh, no backing, all muscle, self made for real. Uh, I moved my mom out the hood. Uh, I'm doing good for myself. I'm in good health. I have a beautiful wife, 7 years. I mean, who's really winning? I mean, sometimes we gotta think about the bigger picture. Like, okay, guys might have won the money, but it's always a yin and the yang. Is it true love in their life? You got these snake friends around you because you got this money. It's a lot of things that come with this shit, man. And I remember some years back picking the road of just being independent and having control over my career and my music and what I wanted to drop and things like that because the industry is a wild place. My soul really not set up for the industry. Like I don't really care for being Drake status or none of that shit because there's a lot that come with it. A lot of things that I had to sit down with for years and really think, do you want that? Do you really want this? And my heart always said, nah. I'm a private nigga. Uh, I still like to go to Walmart. I still want to shop. I still want to be regular. I still want to be able to take a shit in peace. I don't want some fucking security guards that we had to hire that could be fucking lining me up for my death. 50 people in my mansion that I don't know. I'm cool. I'm good. So my success was different. I'm successful. Um, I come from nothing to something. I created a lane from nothing, and to me, I feel like I got the world. I still got my grandmother. I got an 18-year-old son. I got a beautiful wife. I have a home. I go and come as I please. Um, we hated flying. We bought an RV and go anywhere in America. I could pull up and live in your driveway and won't even be a burden. I feel blessed, bro. So at the end of the day, man, it's all about what you make success. What's your aim? And I feel like I'm good.
Did you get a chance to see Remy Ma battle at Fight Club?
I never got a chance to see that. No, I never got a chance. I never got a chance to see that. I remember them days, but I was not there live to see that. I battled at Fight Club. I'm not sure. I remember International P used to be up there. I'm not sure what happened to all our footage, but it's like a clip on YouTube. It's like a 20-second clip or some shit like that, where they showed me at the pool table battles. I was running through them shits up there. Yeah, I had a lot of time in New York.
What did you think of Eazy the Block Captain starting the trenches after his issues with Smack and URL?
He a hustler, he ain't. If you a hustler, you ain't gonna wait around. Motherfucker not gonna book you or whatever. Ain't gonna stop with what go on my stomach. So I salute it. I respect it. You know, I respect that shit. It is what it is.
Gives a lot of young battle rappers a platform, actually.
For sure. For sure. Yep.
And how did your battle with Eazy the Block Captain come about?
He reached out to me. Once again, another story of when you want to be the best, you got to come for the best. So, Easy know I'm still golden. I'm still living. So it ain't like I'm dead and he can just move me over. I'm still here. I'm still active. So he knew who to call. He hit me up. What's up, man? You the biggest to do it. It's only right that we do it. Let's do it for the city. Let's do it for the culture. At first, I didn't want to do it because I'm rooting for him. I'm like, all right, cool. You representing the city. I'm behind you. Cassidy didn't like it. Cass went off about that shit. Like you don't disrespect your elders. You don't do that to your legends. It should have never even happened. But I was open for it, and then I thought about it. Like, damn, you know, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. Not the battle. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to do it. It's like you. I'm trying to give you Philly. I'm trying to co-sign you, but now you're gonna make me have to do this, and I had to do it. I had to do it. Things had to be talked about because um, what we gonna talk about? Like, what was we gonna talk about? You know what I'm saying? What we gonna talk about? Like, how could Easy talk to me about Philadelphia? We he wasn't around. We didn't see you. We don't know you. Like, I think he was better off at having me behind him and just rooting for him. Like, yeah, if somebody jumped on the interview, what you think about Easy? Ah, man, Philly, man, he holding it down. I love, we behind him. Just leave it like that. Because now it got everybody questioning his credibility. If you notice, after I battled him, everybody, Geechee, everybody got something to say about his credibility and where he's from and shit like that. Because when you stand in front of a nigga like me, who was outside for fucking almost 30 years, and we don't see you, now you got all the niggas like, well, damn, is this story real? Like, where was you selling all these drugs? Where was you doing this shit at? Like, where did it take place? So, as far as how I think I went, general, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing to be good at rapping. I'm never gonna take away from a nigga pen or their talent. Yeah, he's very talented. But it's like the shit didn't match up. If you look at the rounds on the content that I was saying to him and then the content he would say back to me, it's just a whole bunch of drug bars with filler. And then you got like me like directly at your fucking throat. Answer the questions that I'm asking you. Where were you? Where did you do this at? What block? Like, if Philly's a place where we know everybody, so like if you lame, if you're just a lame, if you're a get money dude, oh he the shooter, yeah, we know about him. Oh yeah, he sell a lot of coke. Oh yeah, this dude, we know you. Like everybody knows everybody. If you really him in Philadelphia, or you a female that made it, like we know you. Like everybody's known. So it's just like couldn't nobody really connect the dots with Easy. Like who went to school with him? Like you know what I mean? Like what block was he on? Like oh no, I remember being at the school. It was me and Easy. It's like none of them stories. So I just felt like maybe after my battle, it just opened up a gate for people to like question um his jacket. I never wanted to do that. I did it for the culture, but I going into it, I knew it was a bad idea for his gameplay because if you want to be the king of Philly and you see me like I'm an OG, I'm pretty much on my way out. I'm really just doing my bucket list. I'm battling these dudes for my bucket list. You're trying to make your name. So why would you battle a legend from the city to tarnish that? You should have just kept it where it was, like me in the background rooting for you and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, salute, man. Yeah, block, Easy, he holding it down for the city right now. Till I gracefully bow out, he holding it down. What the fuck? He should have just kept it like that. Cause now it's like every battle that I damn near watched after that, whoever battling was like, nigga, where you from? Like, where you like, wait, like, I heard you ain't from there, and like, it's always in there. It's like, you stand in front of Reed now you got to answer to some people. It's like, so shout out to Easy man. You know, it is what it is. But hey, you know,
One of the bars you had, you said, "I don't care if you know Remy Ma, cause I'll all the way up."
hey, you. Ah man, and that's another thing about me being a solid dude and playing by the rules. I could have took the Geechee route, million Remy bars, shotgun should just battled them and killed them with a Remy whole round. It was like Remy, Remy, Remy. I could have took those routes, but I'm a thoroughbred, and I'm like, I ain't gonna do him like that. I'm gonna show you that I could do you another way without having to talk about that. Right? Everybody that he battled talked about that, except me. I took a different approach. So um yeah. You know what I mean? I could have went there. I could have tried to drag him through the mud and all that. But I ain't even kicking while he was I ain't kicking while he was down like that. Cause there was a lot of shit that I heard, I got my ear to the streets. Niggas come tell me everything. So it's a lot of things that I could have said that I didn't say. And I just kept it, on some street shit. Like, where did you do this at? What block? Where does this take place at? Please let us know. And we never got an answer. We just get a lot of it be hot lines, don't get me wrong, because I fuck with Easy Pen. But what could you say to me? I thought battle rap was supposed to be direct. Who was more direct? Okay, he said some hot shit, but he just talking about cocaine. Or is this a cocaine battle? Or because I'm right at you. Can you rebuttal and answer me? And that never happened. So I feel like I won.
Why do you think the battle rappers are so hype about Remy Ma and the Easy Block Captain situation?
Because it's like the first celebrity person to really come be like hands in battle rap. And it's fucking Remy, she goaded. You know what I'm saying? Like she goaded. So it's like, come on, it's like, and then we know that all the time battle rap and the real industry don't really mix. Like they kind of look down on us and shit. So for Remy to be that accessible, be in the battle rap and like act the actual battle and all that, like it's a hype around it. And I think that's what it is. It's just a big hype around it. It's Remy. She got a crazy track record. She's been out here for a long time. A lot of accolades. It's Remy Ma. So that shit go.
You had a battle with Tay Rock, and I got to give respect to Stiz for bringing out this epic battle.
For
How did
sure.
you feel about that battle with Tay Rock overall?
Shout out to Tay Rock. Tay Rock is definitely one of this generation's stars. And I definitely pay homage to him, and he pays me my homage as well. I didn't like a lot of political things in that. You know, how can I put this? Everywhere I go, I see conglomerate. I see unity, and you always got people gonna die and people go through shit everywhere. But every city I go to got their conglomerate. They togetherness. You go to New York, they still sticking together. New York ain't had the ball, and God knows when. You got the young dudes like Dave East out there now, still pushing to bring it back and shit. But it's really not in their hands right now. But you still see the conglomerate. You still see Jim outside. You still see, Santana pop out. Like they supporting Dave East. They all Kiss a pop out. Like they still keeping their conglomerate. Philly, the only place where you can come and be a legend here and not get the respect and things that you deserve. I didn't like the business on that battle um, because I'm a contract dude and I'm a businessman and I'm not a young dude. I'm not here to rap for 20 minutes. If you want to pay me to rap for 20 minutes, I will. I gave y'all niggas 20-minute raps already. My whole life free. Go check them out. This contract said 3. When I lock into a contract and I asked it, all right, cool. So how many minutes around we doing? What we doing? Right? If the league owner say, man, I'm thinking 10-minute rounds, I need to prepare 10-minute rounds. Respectfully. A contract should go two ways. If we agree for 3 minutes and I give you a 3-minute round, and then you let this guy go for 10 minutes, should that be a breach of a contract? If you give me a deposit and I don't show up at the battle, I'm gonna have to get that back, right? That's a breach of contract, right? Exactly. So it should be the same thing on my end. How the fuck are you letting him rap for 10 minutes and me and the contract said 3? If you wanted 10-minute rounds, even if it was a couple extra more $100, you'd be like, bro, all right, cool. Well, you want 10-minute joints? All right, cool. Look, just give me this. All right, we good. I'm gonna give you 10-minute rounds. Don't say Reed this 3-minute rounds. I do my thing and he do 10 minutes. But neither here nor there. I'm always gonna love Philly, man. Philly just it's a weird place. It's a beautiful place. But I'm talking about musically when it comes to like supporting their legends and shit like that. Philly don't really fully rock with you until you like really on. Like when you go make it and shit. Like, shout out to Uzi because he holding the city down on that rock star shit. But I remember when he first came in, how he dressed, how he looked, how he sound. It was nothing to do with Philly. And I just remember a lot of people clowning him. Like, that ain't us, boy. Da 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 da. Soon as bro made it, even with the way that he moved, the pocketbooks and earrings and all the stuff that he into. I'm looking at these gangsta ass dudes that was just disowning him. Oh no, he's from Philly, he's from North. You know, Philly gonna pick up on what's popping. So if you popping, they going, it's just a weird place, But like I said, I think I did great. I think I did great. I think Tay Rock had some bars in there. I just think he overdid it. And as far as the battle league, they shouldn't even let that happen, especially in your home, in your back, in your backyard. You feel me? I'm the legend here. Oh, Tay, come on, time limit, bro. Time limit. Reed did 3, you gonna do 3, right? Fair is fair. But hey man, it is what it is. Other than that, I did great. And at this point, I can't lose a battle. I've been goaded already. We can't take it back. That's like Mike Tyson. We gonna go back and erase all his history. He's been goaded. At this point in my life, I'm just out here on the court having fun. Like when Jordan came back with the 4-5. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm an OG already. I already did it. And for me to still come out here and beat or have debatables, because some people like others, and that's fine with me. I shouldn't even be having debatables with some of these young dudes. Cannabis came back and pulled the rap book out. And Cannabis was one of the most nastiest lyrical niggas I ever heard when I was a young dude. So for bro to come back to try battle rap and pull a fucking notebook out, and for me to just have like fucking 15 battles of the best top in this generation, I think I did damn well.
Another part that caught my attention was Tay Rock taking a shot at his former gun titles affiliate Eazy the Block Captain. He said, "You ain't from Eazy Block, but there's too much cap in your rapping." Why do you think Tay Rock called out his former gun titles associate?
I'd said it before me and Rock even battled. When I battled Eazy, what did I say? And Tay don't rock with you. I've been said it. I've been seeing that from a bird's eye view. Just ego. A lot of these young boys not built on what we was on. When we was linked in like that, when it was me, Rain Man, Eddie Mars, Frank with the Grippers, NH, when we was locked in like that, we left our ego at the door. It was brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? I feel like these young dudes just, it's an ego clash. You know what I mean? Easy want to be the best. Tay Rock want to be the best. I mean, I think it's just as simple as that on why they beefing.
You had said after Sue Surf got locked up, they stopped messing with Eazy, I believe.
Yeah, yep, yep. So yeah, you know, that battle rap shit, man, is it's funny. I don't really get too much in it. Like, let me see how I can explain it. Um, Even at the battle events, like when I pop out to the battle events, I'm just, you know, I'm with a bunch of street niggas. Like, it's weird. I don't really like to hang with rappers. So I'm so in tune with reality. Like, I don't really take these guys serious. This is my job. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit like WWE over there. I'm just here to get my money, bro. Cause ain't none of y'all living like that for real, for real. So let's just rap a little 3 minutes, do what we came to do, and get our money. And I'm in and out. So I really couldn't tell you about a lot of relationships and shit. I see little things, but a lot of stuff I don't really know about like too deep. I'm not too deep in it. Like people would think me being like one of the forefathers of battle rap that I'm in here watching battle raps all day. And that's not the case. Uh, I take different interests in my older life. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the gun range. I'm over here. I'm doing this when it's nice out. I'm riding motorcycles. I'm doing this. I'm with my wife. I'm traveling. So it's like I'm just not sitting in front of the TV no more, tuned in to battle rap. Like sometimes K Walker be like, "Yo, you heard?" I'll be like, "Nah, I ain't hear about this new one yet." I'm getting to that point with it. You know what I mean? Still always gonna love it. But I could tell that, you know, not saying it's time for us to depart, but it's something that I've been doing so like so frequently in my life, like so many years. You know what I'm saying? It's just been good to just like give it a rest. It feels good to just be like, you know what, you go to you already on history, boy. Your jersey up there,
Right. It's because you're goaded. Lil Wayne does the same stuff.
real shit. You know what I mean? It's like let's move
Like,
on to
don't
new
be
things,
offended that I don't know about that.
my man. Real shit. I'm just ready to move on to new things, bro. I'm ready to do the music. You know what I'm saying? I want to prove my point in that. You know what I mean? Because one thing that always grinded my gears was like people putting battle rappers in boxes. Like one thing like a motherfucker be like, you know, Reed Dollaz? Yeah, Reed the battle rapper. I hate that word. I hate battle rapper. It's like a box, bro. It's like a box niggas go in. Cause it's like, okay, battle rapper. So it just puts this stench on you. You just battle, bro. You don't make songs. You can't do beats and all this. But when niggas hear my music, like, what the fuck? Are you the same person on the song as the nigga that I see in the battle? So it is it's real artists out here, and I wasted not wasted because my first intention when I wanted to rap was for me to do songs, but I noticed coming up that nobody wanted to hear you, like nobody wanted to hear no fucking songs, and I seen niggas outside on the corner in ciphers, and they was getting the oohs and ah, making the crowd go crazy. I'm like, yo, that's how you take it. And so I went for that. I knew it was the quicker route to gain the notoriety, and I always wanted to switch over. That's why I was happy when I was young and I got that deal because I'm like, yes, I'm still young and I finally get to display my talents. The album was real fire, bro. That's what I'm saying, and it didn't never came out because of a bad decision of the single that was chosen. So it kind of fucked me up and made me have to come back to battle rap. But like I said, where I'm at now, um, financially, uh, independently, I'm in a place to do what I need to do right now. So every 2 weeks, new single, new video from Reed Dollaz. One is out right now, Big Stepper. One will be out within a few days. I'm gonna put up a promo clip soon. Uh, OU one featuring Raw Buck, signed Styles P, D Block, Philly. So it's like, yeah, man, I'm working, and like I said, every 2 weeks, I'm about to show these dudes 90 days of consistency to show these motherfuckers who got the records. And you know, don't sleep on me, man. Like I'm gonna show them. So that's what I'm doing now. That's where my focus at. You know what I mean? To get this music out and get a official Reed Dollaz album out and documentary. You know what I'm saying? Like I cannot leave this world without this story being fucking told. That is like, I did too much. I touched too much for it not to happen, and it got to be told. Road to redemption from the beginning to the end. So yeah, album documentary is my end goal. But like I said, I'm about to start dropping, bro. I got an iTunes with over 1,000 records, man. It's like, what am I doing? My homie said all the time, bro, let that shit go, let it go. You don't know what's going to hit. So we ready. That's what we on. So my fault, bro. So that's what we on. Make sure y'all be prepared. Tap in with me. Follow me on them social sites because I'm dropping. Reed is back. Like officially, it's a new Reed. But we coming on this music shit, and I'm gonna show them that I'm gonna dominate this too. Same way I dominated the battle rap.
50 Cent showed Philly a lot of love. He showed you, Meek Mill, Quilly, Cheek Raw, Vodka, love in specific, saying he checks y'all out on the web because y'all go back and forth with each other.
Mm.
And I found that very interesting. What did you think about 50 Cent actually taking interest in the Philly battle rap scene, with shouting you and Meek Mill out actually?
Um, I thought it was dope. First of all, shout out to Fifth, but it all made sense because what is 50 Cent built on? Controversy. So I knew that was like, that was right up his alley. It was like that's what Big Bro built on. You know what I'm saying? He come from the streets when shit was real. Like he come from the controversy. So he that's something that probably caught his eye. But like I said, I'm honored to even be mentioned by 50. Actually sat down with him. But I think the time that we sat down with him, this is like when the G Unit was pretty much like over at that time. Like Young Buck was gone. We ain't heard nothing from Lloyd. Uh, 50 was going into movies. I remember sitting down with him and he was talking about it. He was just like, right now, he was like, and he was going in this before BMF and all this stuff. He was just like, I'm transitioning into movies, and he was just like, keep the contact and whatever I can help you with, da 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 type shit. But he wasn't doing no G Unit shit. Like that was over at that moment that we actually got a chance to meet. But my cool story with 50 is we go sit up at the office, we have our little meeting, and when we all leaving out the office, he was leaving the office as well. Where his building is, the G Unit building down there in Manhattan, it's like a parking lot, pretty much like right in the middle of the block. So we all walking towards the parking lot because that's where he's parked. We're parked in there, everybody parked in there. So as we coming out, we on the New York streets, and two kids walk past. And I put this on my mother, rest in peace. Two kids are walking past. I'm walking next to 50 Cent. We're all walking. The kid said, yo, you Reed Dollaz? 50 looked at me and said, oh, like I ain't standing here. He was, oh, Fifth, nah, yo, that's. He was geeked to see both, but he looked at me first. And that's when 50 knew. He said, damn, he says, I forget what he said, how he worded it, but it was pretty much in the realm of, oh, this nigga famous. Like, this nigga really famous out here. You know what I mean? Like, it was love, but he seen it with his own two eyes. Like, damn, you really got the youth. Like, and we was all in New York, so he knew I was definitely not in my city. So he seen how I was buzzing in his city. But shout out to Big Doe, man. Shout out to him. Like I said, for me, I don't have my hand. I'm willing to work for anything that I do. You know what I mean? Just the accolades and just the love alone says a lot for me. It really do, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like if you a real artist out here, I'm like a real artist. Like you wanted this shit, you cried nights for this shit. Like that was the end goal to reach the world, and I did that, bro. Like Mace, bro. That man sat next to Biggie. I mean, for me, that's like for a hip hop child. Like I'm a hip hop baby, so I was in the house with the Harlem World tape. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta think about these things. Like I'm in the house as a kid with the Harlem World tape. So to grow up and hear this man come to Part 99 in my city and say, shout out to Reed Dollaz. I won. The fuck? That's murder mace. And so on and so on. You know what I mean? And then the ones that were younger than me that I raised. That's in crazy positions now. ASAP Rocky, ASAP for like the list goes on. But yeah, man, that shit is a beautiful thing to me. And I appreciate it.
How did you even get made aware of that meeting with Fifth? Did he message you on social media?
No, 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 no. Shout out to my man Tim, UE. He got a big studio down here, big homie down here in Philadelphia. And Mike Knox, because Mike Knox was G Unit Philly. I used to record down the studio down UE, And, me and Knox, we always had a good relationship and shit. We would always fuck with each other. He was like, Reed, man, 50 asking about you, man. He always talking about what's up with the Philly Young Bulls, man. Like, I'm gonna take you up there. So it was talk for a while. And then one day we just made it happen and shit. We were like, yo, we going up there. Reed, you want to slide up? I'm like, yeah, fuck all right, I want to slide up. We had the meeting and shit. Shout out to Mike Knox. That was some real nigga shit. And I'll never forget that. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what came from the meeting. Just him being that thorough to do something like that. Because a lot of niggas are selfish and a lot of people, a lot of these dudes in this rap game is inferior, man. Like these motherfuckers be weird. Want to block your shine and do weird shit. So for Knox to do that, and because he said it, he said, man, Fifth always asking about y'all niggas. I'm gonna take you up there. So shout out to Knox, shout out to Tim. But yeah, that was through Knox, Mike Knox.
Man, 50 Cent started off pretty underground. Did you ever ride around to that Power of the Dollar?
Yes. I was a 50. I was a 50 fan before G Unit. Yeah, I was 50. I was a 50 fan before G Unit. You know what I'm saying? Like I come from that. Like when I say hip hop baby, bro. All the mixtapes, Clue tapes. I think the first tape I ever got, my older cousin for my birthday was Nas. I'm going to sleep with the shit in my headphones as a child. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a real hip hop baby, hip hop historian. Like I watched all that 90s, 2000 era, and I still can even go back before my time because my grandmother raised me. So even with the R&B, certain artists that I'm heavily into that people wouldn't even think I would even know or be into. Like I'm an old soul. I'm like in my household, we not listening to like no shade to these ladies. But we not listening to like Sexy Red and stuff like that. I'm listening to like Anita Baker, Sade, like the beautiful music. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm a real hip hop baby, bro. Hip hop and R&B baby.
People want to talk about devastating stories. Imagine getting shot before you're going to shoot a music video with Beyonce.
Who that happened to? Oh, 50.
Yeah, Thug
Yup,
Love.
yup. You're absolutely right. That's crazy. That is crazy, man. Real shit.
You have put out classic material for all of us watching for over 2 decades.
My man.
Over 2 decades.
My man, Mike.
Big Stepper coming out right now. Everybody go check it out. I just wanted to say this new record, Big Stepper, it sounds refreshing. You know what I mean? Sounds like you're experimenting with some new things, man. It's a nice song, and it's got a dope beat as well as a visual. Tell us a little bit about it, and also what else you're planning. You said a documentary coming?
Yeah, documentary. I want to get my first official Reed Dollaz album out and my documentary, Road to Redemption. I think that's going to do real well. Like a real good documentary. Talking about how we started the culture, talk about the wave of Philadelphia, all the history, Beanie Siegel State property, all that came before us. We was the new breath of fresh air. Right after them and their success, here we came. Nobody was giving us record deals, so we created our own lane, and I was in the forefront of all that. So it need to be talked about. The documentary gonna be crazy. Road to Redemption. And as far as my new single is called Big Stepper. Right now what I'm doing is, I know coming back out, we're in a new generation. So I wanted to do something that was more, as far as beat selection, catered to this younger generation to capture their ears. The lyrics are always going to be dope, but Big Stepper is fire. It's that street shit. It's talking about that street shit. Where we are, big steppers. You know what I'm saying? Like shit that we've been through, talking that talk. So I think it'll resonate with this new generation. It ain't like turn that shit off. Oh, yeah, you talking all that old school 90s shit. It ain't one of those. You know what I mean? It's like new age, trap genre somewhere in there. Beat fire. I'm fire. Yeah, go check it the fuck out.
Yeah, this is a record I could really hear getting some radio plays. You know what I mean?
Yes, appreciate it. And like I said, it's the appetizer. See, we got the strategy. It's like being a kid. When you was young, your mom put the vegetables on the plate. You ain't want to eat it, but she tricked you into it when she put the cake on the plate next to the vegetables, right? Little slice of cake, right? Eat the vegetables and then give you the cake, right? So I knew we in a generation where I couldn't really come out how I wanted to come out. I said, all right, the first shit we need to put out need to resonate with this younger generation. I'm gonna walk them into it. Watch how I do it.
Yeah, bro. That's why the corn's right by the brownies on them TV dinners.
You better know it. them hungry mans, no bullshit.
Thanks, man.